Hi everyone! So as you may know, about a year ago I decided to self-publish my debut novel, The Elysian Prophecy. This sent me down a road of obsessive reading to learn how best I could make a career out of self-publishing. And I started to notice a trend. A lot of writers who are making a living now off of their writing started off with little to no marketing. They labored over their book for years and they polished it up as much as they could, and then they hit that publish button and nothing happened. In all of my research, I learned one really important thing. Marketing can make any decent writer a successful writer. So we're not going to talk about what makes a decent writer today. We are going to start with marketing step 1, which is your website, your author website. The moment that you decide that you want to be an author and that you've got a story that you want to get out there to the world, you need to make a website. Why would you do that even if you don't have a novel to market to anybody yet? Because marketing your novel starts with marketing yourself. The best way for people to get to know you is through social media, and your home base should always be your website. So what if you're late to the website game and you already have a published novel and you just don't have an author website? It's never too late. Get your butt on WordPress or Blogger or whatever you want to use and make that website right now. I mean, after watching this, but you get what I mean. So you sign up somewhere to make a website. What's next? What information should you include? Make a professional bio. You can make it first person or you can make it third person, really whatever you're most comfortable with, because you're going to be talking about yourself. Include a good quality professional photograph of yourself. While a lot of sources will tell you to keep your bio relatively short, I'm going to stir the pot on this a little bit. And there's plenty out there who think like me on this anyway. Your front page bio should be short. Your About Me page bio should be much longer, or as long as you want it to be. The secret here is to keep the reader engaged. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? I mean, that sounds like your regular writing. Include funny pictures of yourself as a middle schooler or as a toddler when you first started writing. Keep the boring details out, but let people know who you are, how you got to where you are, what inspires you to write, what movies you like to watch, or music you like to listen to while you're writing. Just don't create a big block of words for people to read because nobody's gonna read it. You gotta break it up, put spaces in there, put those pictures in there, and keep it fun. Your novels should be the central focus of your website. Have you seen my homepage? The very first big block on that thing is about my novel. Each of your series should have its own page. So if you write 3 different series, each one of those series should have its own page. And each novel within that series should stem off of that series page. Your novel page should include a cover photo if you currently have one. And if you don't, you can make one that just says cover reveal coming soon, with a pretty generic background. You don't want the background to jump out too much because you really want them to just see a cover is coming soon. And then write up a synopsis. If you're in the early stages of writing, then this synopsis is probably going to change. That's totally okay. Just write what you have at the current moment and your best idea for what your novel is going to be about. If you're just starting out and can't share very many details of your novel, then you should try to include some other little fun tidbits. Do you use a Pinterest board for your inspiration? Put a link to that on your website. Are you that person who has to have music in the background while you write? Make a whole playlist for your novel that suits the mood and the tone that you want in your novel, and then post that crap on your website. Are you an artist? Then you can include some awesome pictures that you hand drew of your characters, or maybe of your world maps, the towns or something if you're doing fantasy, the creatures if you're also doing fantasy. That would be cool. Have you done a lot of research on a very narrow and specialized topic? Think archery or survival techniques from the Hunger Games. Share all that research that you're doing. That would be cool. Any extra detail that you have is an opportunity to market your book. No, you should not give away spoilers. You should never give away spoilers. That's not the kind of information we're talking about here. Have fun and let your readers get to know your novel. Do you have a fun example of what somebody could include? Kira wants you to put it in the comments section down below. Look at her. She wants you to do it. Create a separate page so people can contact you. If anyone has a question for you, if they have any suggestions for your website, if they find a typo somewhere, or if they just want to sit and talk with you, don't make them jump through hoops. Depending on where you create your website from, there are some preset forms on most sites like WordPress or Blogger that you can choose to include on your Contact Me page. These are just fill-in blanks where people can put their name and their email and whatever message they want. Super easy. You don't have to copy and paste your email address. Just always let people know that you are available to chat. Somewhere on your website, you should also include social media links. Depending on the theme that you use for your website, this could be at the top of your page, this could be at the bottom, which it shouldn't only be at the bottom of your page. It could be in the sidebar, it could be below your header image. There's a lot of places it could be. It should always be somewhere where it's accessible to the reader very rapidly, which is why usually above the header or below the header is a pretty good idea. You don't want it to blend too much in your background, so make sure that the social media icons that you choose to use for your little buttons kind of stand out a little bit, because you want people to notice hey, oh, there's her social media links. Do this tastefully though. Don't put them in like neon yellow or any highlighter color unless that's the actual color theme on your website. I mean, you want them to know that there's social media icons, but you don't want to slap them in the face with it. Do you not even have social media accounts at all? Then make some. When I first started my website, I didn't have any social media, anything, like at all. I wasn't on Facebook or Instagram or Tumblr or anything. We all start fresh and new sometimes, so don't be afraid to start from scratch. All right, so all of those things we just talked about were things that you should always have on your author website. And the following things are some bonus or some optional features, but you should still strongly consider them. Do you want a blog? Your answer should be yes. Sharing your writing with other people is the perfect opportunity to get your words out into the world and to get people to come to your website. Have you become an expert on boating after all of your research for your novel? Then write about it. A lot of writers, like myself, use their website to share writing tips or to just document their journey through publication. If you're unsure about what to write about, then just write what interests you. Do you like to read and review books? Do that. Do you like movies? Are you a ninja at whipping out short stories and poems? Pick something and stick mostly with that. Your largest marketing tool should always be your newsletter. There are plenty of sites out there designed to help you get your newsletter started. I personally use MailChimp. You really only sign up for something that you actually care about. They believe in you and they trust you enough to give you their information. That was weird. The curtain just moved. Once you create an account with a newsletter website, it's time to figure out what you want your newsletters to be about. Side tip, don't do them too frequently. If you do them more than once a week, people are probably going to get sick and tired of you and they're going to unsubscribe. That's a potential sale that's totally gone now. Keep your newsletters mostly about you or your novels. You can share those fun Pinterest boards on there, really anything that pertains to your website content as a whole. For really awesome tips on building an email list, you should check out Nick Stevenson. I'm going to link his stuff down below. He runs something that I believe is called Your First 10,000 Readers, and he has some awesome information. He has tons of podcasts on YouTube. He is pretty much like the godfather of email list building. Also consider purchasing your domain name. When you sign up for WordPress or Blogger, your chosen domain name will include something like .wordpress.com or .blogger.com at the end. This is okay, and I had mine until about 6 months ago, but you want to be as professional here as you possibly can. You want them to think, wow, who is this writer? They are a total professional. You want to impress them with your website. Have you ever been to a funky looking website? You probably didn't want to stay there long, did you? The nicer it looks and the more professional it looks, the longer the person might stay there. It's not the end of the world if you don't have your own domain name, but vivienreis.com looks and sounds a lot better than vivienreis.wordpress.com, and it's a mouthful. All right, so that's all I have for you guys today. Kira. Hey, sweetie. Kira wants to do my outro for me. Be sure to check out my novel, The Elysian Prophecy, linked down below. Subscribe to my channel because I post new videos every Wednesday. And if you would ever like to make a suggestion for a new video, feel free to leave a comment down below in any one of my videos. I always look at all my comments and I try to respond to each one of them. Bye, guys. I forgot to mention, Joanna Penn also has a really awesome guide to creating your own self-hosted website on bluehost.com. It's totally amazing. It's a 30-minute video. It walks you through each and every step, and she's an awesome person too. So that will also be linked down below.